ChatGPT. And my topic is how to develop a reading habit and expand your mind.
Well,
ChatGPT is an advanced tool, and we have discussed on it. Hello, ChatGPT. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you. I'm really excited to be here and to chat about developing a reading habit and expanding our minds. Let's dive into it.
ChatGPT, what kind of books do you feel naturally attracted to, and why?
That's a great question. I tend to be drawn to books that cover a wide range of topics like science, technology, and even fiction that explores human nature. I think it's because these areas spark curiosity and offer new perspectives. How about you? Are there certain genres or topics you find yourself leaning towards?
What challenges have you faced in trying to build a reading habit?
Oh, definitely. Some common challenges include finding the time to read consistently, dealing with distractions like mobile devices or social media, and sometimes even finding the right book that really captures your interests. It can also be tough to stay motivated if you're not seeing immediate progress. Have you faced any of these challenges yourself?
How does reading make you feel compared to watching videos or using mobile apps?
That's an interesting comparison. Reading often feels more immersive and engaging for me because it encourages deep focus and imagination. It also tends to slow things down, allowing for reflection and deeper understanding. On the other hand, watching videos or using mobile apps can be more immediate and visually stimulating, but sometimes it's a bit more passive. It's definitely a unique experience depending on what you're looking for.
Could you prefer watching videos or reading books? In what you prefer?
I'd say really depends on the context and the goal. For in-depth understanding and reflection, I definitely lean towards reading books. But for quick learning, visual explanations, or entertainment, videos can be super effective. So I guess it's a balance, and I enjoy both depending on what I need at the moment.
Could you think books are obsolete and video content is latest? Could you brief about it?
That's a really interesting question. Well, video content is definitely more prevalent and accessible nowadays. Books still hold a unique value. They often provide more depth, allow for deeper reflection, and encourage critical thinking. At the same time, video content can be more engaging and quicker to consume, which is great for certain topics or learning styles. I think both mediums have their place, and they complement each other rather than making one obsolete.
Thank you. Can you recall a book that changed your thinking and taught you something valuable?
Absolutely. One classic example is Thinking Fast and Slow by Daniel Kahneman. It really shifted the way I understand human behavior and decision making. It taught me a lot about cognitive biases and how our minds work. It's definitely one of those books that had a lasting impact. Do you have any particular that's influenced you?
What time of the day feels best for you to read consistently?
For me, it's usually early mornings or late evenings. Early mornings feel really peaceful and quiet, which helps me focus, while late evenings give that calm, reflective vibe. But it really depends on personal preference and schedule, of course. How about you? When do you find yourself most productive with reading?
I feel most productive reading like technology and environment or technology development like automation, engineering levels. I read books very well. How do you think reading different genres can improve your creativity or problem solving skills?
Absolutely. Diving into different genres can really broaden your perspective. For instance, reading fiction can enhance empathy and imaginative thinking, while nonfiction in fields like technology or engineering can sharpen analytical skills and problem solving abilities. When you combine insights from various genres, it helps you approach challenges from multiple angles and fosters more innovative thinking. It's like building a diverse toolkit for your mind.
Do you prefer printed books, e-books, or audiobooks? What makes that format easier for you?
I think each format has its own charm. I do enjoy printed books for the tactile experience and the ability to easily flip back and forth. Books are super convenient, especially when I'm traveling or need to carry multiple books at once. And audiobooks are fantastic for multitasking, like listening while commuting or exercising. Ultimately, it depends on the situation and what I'm in the mood for.
What you suggest me when I read on e-books, I not focus on that e-books. I shuffle the next uh, apps and not focus on e-books. What I can do?
I totally get that struggle. One thing you can try is creating a dedicated reading environment. For example, you can set your device to do not disturb mode or use apps that limit distractions. Another helpful approach is to set small, achievable reading goals, like reading for just 10 or 15 minutes at a time. You can also try adjusting the font size or background color to make it more comfortable. And sometimes even setting a specific reading time each day can help build that habit. It's all about finding what works best for you.
How would I search read research papers on daily basis? Could you have some tips for reading research papers?
Absolutely. One tip is to start buying the key journals or databases in your field, like IEEE Explorer, PubMed, or Google Scholar. Then set aside a specific time each day, even if it's just 20 or 30 minutes, to go through abstracts and pick out the most relevant papers. It helps to take brief notes or highlight key points as you go along. Also, using reference management tools like Zotero or Mendeley can keep everything organized. And don't forget to join online communities or forums where you can discuss and share insights, which can make it more engaging and manageable.
I have a difficulty on searching research papers like FSSW friction state spot welding. What I could do to get a good result?
Absolutely. When searching for specialized topics like friction stir spot welding, it can help to use specific keywords and combinations. For example, in like FSW, friction stir welding and spot welding together, and maybe even add specific materials or applications if you have them in mind. Also, using advanced search features on databases like IEEE Explorer or ScienceDirect can narrow down results. Another helpful tip is to look at review articles or meta analyses to get a broader understanding and find key papers. And don't hesitate to reach out to colleagues or experts in the field for recommendations. They can often point you in the right direction.
Okay, what strategies do you think can reduce distraction while reading?
There are definitely a few effective strategies. One is to create a dedicated, clutter free reading space, free from distractions like your phone or TV. Another helpful tactic is to set specific reading goals, such as a chapter or a certain number of pages, and use a timer to keep yourself on track. You can also try active reading techniques like taking notes or highlighting key points, which keeps your mind engaged. Another trick is to limit your reading sessions to shorter focus intervals and then take breaks in between. Lastly, using apps that block distracting websites or notifications during your reading time can really help keep you focused.
How can we encourage children and students to build strong reading to habit today?
That's such an important goal. One great way is to make reading fun and by letting them choose books that interest them, whether it's comics, adventure stories, or even nonfiction topics they're curious about. Creating a reading routine at the same time each day can also help build that habit. Another idea is to read together, making it a shared activity and discussing the stories to build excitement and comprehension. You can also introduce rewards or fun reading challenges to keep them motivated. And of course, being a role model by reading yourself can really inspire them as well.
Okay, in what ways do you think reading can expand your mind beyond academic learning?
Oh, absolutely. Reading can really broaden your horizons by exposing you to diverse perspectives, cultures, and ideas. It can boost empathy by allowing you to step into the shoes of characters from different backgrounds. It also encourages critical thinking and creativity by challenging your mind with new concepts and different genres. Plus, it can spark curiosity and lifelong learning beyond formal education, helping you grow personally and socially. It's truly a gateway to endless possibilities.
ChatGPT, thank you very much for giving us the best suggestions for us and for audience. Very helpful for us. Thank you.
You're very welcome. I'm really glad I could help, and it was a pleasure chatting with you. If you ever need more tips or have any other questions in the future, just let me know. Thanks again, and best of luck with everything.
Okay, Allah Hafiz.
I appreciate that.